Okay. I can put this here. I wish I had like a little table, but that would be work. Okay, so one thing that people do I notice is they put on their setting spray like before their makeup and during and after. So like as they're applying their makeup, they use a setting spray. I've never done that. I've got this new stuff here called Poreless Putty Primer because I've got it's so bright white. I've got these intense. You can't really see it from your point of view. It just kind of looks like bumps or redness, but there's just a lot of pores in my face. So there's that. I'm not sure. This is how often I've used it ever. Like in the ever of my life, this has been used 2, maybe 3 times. They sell a brush that you can use with it. I do not have that brush. But because of the way the brush looks, I kind of just keep that in mind when I'm applying my makeup, if that makes sense. Like it just looks like a powder blush brush. It doesn't look like a foundation brush. It doesn't look like a spatula. So I just take it lightly on my fingers and I kind of like pat, 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 brush it in. And then see how that goes. Oh, this really does highlight where those little holes are, the divots. And then I just kind of smooth it over. I'm really not sure how much this helps. I really don't know. I haven't used it enough time, but I know that's a part of my makeup that I kind of like doing. I'm glad I have it. It's like really smooth and creamy, and it feels like I'm doing something. So there. Then I have this line that you can't really see it so much now, but I'm gonna just put this putty here and see if there's any help for me. Like that. This is not a concealer, it's not a foundation. In fact, I feel like it goes completely invisible on my skin. I don't know how it works on other types of skin, different colors of skin, things like that. So, what can I do? Concealer. Let's see. I have a couple of different concealer brushes, and like I said, I literally just like I grabbed it. I couldn't make up my mind. I was trying to choose the best one, and they all won. I was like, ooh, this one for that reason, this one for that reason. So literally, I have all 3 of my concealer brushes. I've got Ariana Grande, Kat Von D, and Clinique. And then I do have Ariana Grande Ariane Beauty full size concealer. It's not like the best color for me. It's getting there. My skin changes color so much. So we'll see about that. Anywhere I notice, wow, that came, my lighting changes so much. Any discoloration at all is where I go first. So if I notice red patches, pock marks, scars, things like that. Exceptionally dark under eye circles, I'll notice those come about. Active blemishes, you probably shouldn't put makeup on active blemishes. You could probably use like those little stickers and then put makeup on top of the stickers. But I don't mind. I feel like once I'm done, once I take my makeup off, I'm going to be so meticulous with my cleansing that it's not going to be such an issue. So, okay. Probably my eyelids need some TLC too. I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush and put that on my lid and then just pat my finger a little bit into the pan and blend. Just because this makeup is a little bit greasy. It is a cream, not a powder. And probably should be set with powder. And I do not suggest, I've tried it before, I do not suggest using it as an eyeshadow base just because the amount of grease that's in it. It makes for a good concealer, especially over like if you have uneven skin, eczema, dry skin, acne, blemishes, wounds. it's just not going to settle. It'll go over everything almost like a balm. But yeah, I'm not saying it's perfect, but that's what it's like. I'm not trying to say this is the dream come true perfect concealer that'll just take away any flaws or whatever. But when it comes to that, it's not for an eyeshadow base. I wish it could double as that, but it cannot. For me, at any rate, it can't do that for me. So now I'm going to do a foundation before a powder. Really kind of, I want to get a powder on my eyelids now though. So let's find out what I did for myself for powder. I have the full size Kat Von D is what I've decided to bring. Mostly because I have a smaller one and it's 100% baby powder. And it's just too matte and too much flashback if there's going to be photos taken at all. So usually for Halloween, you know, you're going to take photos or people take pictures of you in your costume. So I just wanted to be more prepared, I guess. Well, that just, wow. I'm sorry. To me, I don't know if it did to you, but my screen was like all light. No, Nicole. So there's that. And I applied that with a Mary Kay eyeshadow brush. The most perfect shape and texture fluffiness brush. I love it so much. Okay. For foundation, I have three. I have three of those too. So I have 3 concealer brushes and 3 foundation brushes. So I know most likely I'm going to be using the Clinique one. Like, I love the way it almost works as a spatula, but you can also blend with it. But, okay, so this one sometimes comes in handy for blending. Whereas the flat brush, it's harder to like brush seamlessly into your skin. Depends on my skin moisture level, things like that. This one I literally never use. It kind of acts like a finger pad, like a finger. I don't know why I like to have it. I was thinking maybe like contour. Maybe I could use it as a contour, but I couldn't put it down. I couldn't not bring it. Okay, so for foundation, I'm still on the fence about all these different types of formulations that I could be using. So I'm not gatekeeping right now, but I'm not going to, wow, it keeps going like so white chalk. I'm not going to tell you what I'm using for foundation. I'm just going to use 2 pumps of that. I like to get a good amount out and use from that versus applying more. So a little wasteful. But I also don't apply often, so. And I have noticed a lot of people on the television lately with like perfect makeup. Like you can tell it's makeup. I don't want to call them cake faces, that's not nice, but it's just very obvious they're wearing makeup. You can see the makeup powder on their hair, like their facial hair. And it just looks so perfect though. Like powder, soft, baby, doll skin. Will you come on? I hate when I get makeup on like black hair because then you just got like this big bright streak that kind of sticks out. Ugh. It's a mess. At this point, since I have a whole lip routine planned, I don't care if I get any foundation on my lips because I'm just going to do a lip liner, a lipstick, and a gloss. So sometimes it's frustrating. Come on. I know it's not attached. Okay, sometimes it's frustrating, and I try not to, and then I'll have to like wipe it all off after. I don't know, kind of. Does it hold it on better? I don't know. I do not know. It's a little bit. I think I probably only use like 1 pump out of the 3 I made. Whoops. Learning, this is a new foundation. So like I said, I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just like not about to tell you all about it, and then I don't even know. Don't even know yet myself. So, come on. Oh, this hair. I just have so much hair. I feel like it's a good match because I use bleach on my skin. I have a tendency to have a very red face as opposed to my neck is just very pale white. So I usually try to match my face to my neck. Otherwise, it's just accentuating the fact that I have mismatched. It's charging so good. Skin tones. I'll pat it a little bit. This is something I don't do often. I'm just trying to get any excess foundation up without removing, look at that. Can you even see it? Without removing the look. Oh, it's so hot though. Setting powder, setting spray. And then I'm going to give that a chance to naturally dry before I put any makeup powder on. Sometimes I will put makeup powder on my wet foundation to act as, excuse me, to kind of solidify it together, make it into like a cement, mud, have you, and it's more likely to stay put. But if you wait till it dries, it kind of like smooths over everything and only sticks to those places that are very tenacious with drying and oil, etc. So places like around your T-zone, especially. So first I'm going to go with eyeshadow. And right now, I mean, I'm shopping for different eyeshadows, but I just don't want to invest in anymore right now. So I have the Winter Beach, the one by Lawless Beauty. I do like Lawless Beauty still. Okay, so she's gonna kind of be like intense, right? She's intense, huh? So I have a darker color that I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna start with a middle color, and then I'm just gonna darken it up with that other color when it's time. And if I don't make a mistake, sometimes I'll use the middle shade and it just ends up looking muddy or too dark, so I don't go in with a darker color. And this is just the this green here. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I do have a tan line from wearing my watch. It's just not going to focus. Look at me. I am stark white right now. Hello. It just doesn't want to see me. There we are. I look a little bit like Mimi Bobek from Drew Carey Show. Oh. You know, nice. So I'm not ready to commit to a darker shade yet. I'm not going to go in with anything more. What can I do? I kind of feel like buffing out some powder though. We'll see what we get into. I could use a poof. Is it like a certain distance away? No, it's just randomly decides to bleach my whole entire face out. A poof or the powder brush. I'm gonna use the powder brush. One thing that you can do is if you, 'tis the season, if you take your powder puff and, let me just show you. Take your powder puff and put a tissue over it. We used to call these ghosts. And then you put this in the powder instead of your brush. Boop, boop, boop. And you have this here. Oh, it's not gonna. That to work with. And then you take your brush and you take it from here instead. Especially if you're working with a loose powder, hopefully that'll stop significant waste, first of all, or overuse, because a lot of times it doesn't get wasted so much in the atmosphere, but on your face. And then your look just looks so, too much powder, too much overall. Basically, I try to get an even layer of powder all over my face, and then I want to focus on those areas where... Did I leave it out? Where did I put it? I didn't leave it out. La, la, la. Oh, you're in here. Okay. Those areas that are more susceptible to oil, I usually treat with a little bit more powder. Like around my nose here. Okay. And then sometimes places where I feel like needs a little bit more coverage, or it's like through all the makeup I'm seeing sometimes maybe like a red dot or something uneven, then I'll just add a little bit more this way. So there's that. That was fun. Take my poof back before I accidentally throw it away. You can do that with cotton balls too. You don't have to use a makeup. If you don't have makeup puff, you can put a cotton ball, a tissue around a cotton ball, and do that there. It's very much more hygienic too if you're sharing your friend's makeup. Please be careful when you're using other people's makeups or going to makeup counters. Bacteria is a muck. Okay, so I think I'm going to do contour. I'm terrified. But don't like vampires have like very chiseled... They're telling me online to use gray. They're saying use gray because vampires apparently they have pale skin. And they have gray sunken cheeks. Don't have that. I don't have that color, and I don't feel like buying it either. Someone said use blue. They're like an artist, and they're working with color theory, and they said use blue. And I was like, I mean, okay, I'll listen to you, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it's just supposed to be you're not seeing anything, are you? More natural shadow, I guess. And then you really get a blend, and like, even though you feel like you shouldn't add more, add more. Because she literally just did this whole square here. I think that looks weird. I'm probably not doing it right. Okay, let's use that brush I grabbed here. Maybe more intense line. Come on, come back to me. Okay, like right here. Yeah, that's how we chisel. Do I look like a scary vampire? Anyways, probably messing it up now. Please don't spill. Jeez Louise. Blend. Okay. Now I have to do this on the other side. Okay. Okay. Kind of to try to match it. There's just so much hair. I am being more carefree on this side, but also it's not a good idea because, oh god, it looks like someone punched me in the face. Very, very different. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Because there's no light on this side. There's only light on this side. So we'll see what happens here. Blend first. More right here. I mean, I have a while to get this down. I'm gonna shape it like a little curved element. It's okay if it looks a little too garish. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Okay, and then they said since I chose a schoolgirl, I should use pink for my cheeks. I was thinking red, but they thought that it would be like a bubbly, flirty, they being ChatGPT. I was like, what should my makeup look like? I did not only rely on ChatGPT, I did like Google and makeup tutorial things on YouTube, things like that. But they just thought that she'd have very pale skin, gray, sunken, chiseled cheeks, and pink. Very like, what's the word? not sarcastic. Prominent pink cheeks, kind of like doll-like, you know, like perfect little circles. Like, I'm not up to anything bad. Do you want to go play on the slide? You know. It just highlights how much I'm really bad at contour. I feel like that's all that does. Okay. I do. Other than obsess over it. See, the worst thing is I spend so much time on it and literally nothing changes and I don't get any better at it. So it's like, why do I even keep trying, you know? It's just maybe the chiseled look is not for me type of a thing. Kind of looks like I'm trying to do like a fake beard. Maybe if I kind of buff, is that the right word? Buff into it, some more blue. From the, oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, now I have dark blue on this brush, damn it. Darn it. So I asked Kevin his idea for lipstick. I was like, should I do red? He said black. He said black. I'm like, black. Okay. Honestly, wasn't even in my list. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Where in the heck, you guys, did you see me put it somewhere? Did you see me? Because it's nowhere. It's literally now nowhere. I'm putting my things in the wrong spot. And then everything's getting mixed up. Big light on for once. Anyways, maybe I should just stop obsessing over it. Try to move on. Why is it so... Do you see this, like, fog right there? What's happening? That's better. I wonder if that'll help. I don't know. We'll see. Here comes... Am I going to be scary? So one thing I wanted to start with was red. And this is just going to go completely off the path, completely haywire from what I've been doing. But I do have it planned. I was just trying to do like normal makeup first, kind of quasi-normal, and then lean into the vampire thing. So there's like that good girl aesthetics, good schoolgirl underneath. So gotta do that. Red lip liner. So I don't want this all on my lap, but I also don't want to like keep having to grab for it every 5 seconds either. So I'm gonna line my eyes with red. Okay. Red. There's gonna be black too. I'm so sorry. Oh, the lighting just keeps popping in and out. It's very frustrating, I know. Oop. Okay. My hair is like coming out. I need to readjust this bobby pin here real quick. Ah. And then leave it like this. I'm just kidding. I used to have someone that I worked with that would outline her lips like this and she wouldn't be done. But she would get interrupted by like a customer or something. And then, or her lip liner would stay so well, but her lipstick would fade. But I knew her well enough to know that that wasn't what she was going for. You know, like some people would try to do that look. I'm pretty sure that wasn't her goal. Okay, here's that. And I'm going to do the lipstick, which is red. See, I was thinking red like sunken, pale skin, and like a flush of red, like just in the cheeks, you know. But maybe a little kiss. I can't like stop thinking like, what if I'm missing now? What if I'm? It's so different. One little dab, it looks completely different. Very different. Okay. I know my entire look is completely freaking crazy right now. All right. Oh my god, my black lipstick is like way over there. I don't want to move. I don't want to move. And my freaking bobby pin's popping out. Okay, here we go. Mascara. I also think that vampires probably have like matte red lips, or like maybe like creamy, but not red, like gloss. Glossy lips. I would do that. Bring in the Ariana Grande RAM Beauty Lip Gloss. It's not like vinyl. It's almost like too vinyl. Too bad. Okay. Mascara. It makes such a difference. Such a difference. And I am going to go in with freaking black eyeliner too. Black on top of red. It's just so intense. I love it. And I'm probably going to do a winged look too. Let me just be so creative and original and do a winged liner. Let me, please. Okay. More mascara. Bottom lashes. Oh my gosh, like froze. So I do have fake lashes. They came with my costume. Like I didn't order them. You know how you order stuff sometimes from Etsy or in this case Amazon, and it's like a drop. It's not a drop ship. It's like from China though. Yeah. Well, they sent me free bobby pins. I did not order. A headband, fake lashes. I think that was it. I think that's it. Not like that was anything more than I ordered. What was I gonna say? I'm not suspicious, but when people send extra things that I didn't order, I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. More confused. Like I'm psyched about it, and sometimes I'll use it, and sometimes I don't. But it mostly confuses me. I'm like, what is the? Do I have to use this? Does everyone get this? Oh, I'm also gonna do highlighter because, first of all, so I have seen Twilight, not all of them, and not diligently. I was on my phone and it happened to be on Netflix and I just wanted to be cool. Also, I did go and see the first one. I believe it was the first one in theaters because one of my friends at the time was a fanatic who quoted every line during the whole movie. I believe she actually cried, laughed, like Peter Pan. Like she just obsessed with Twilight Saga. So I did see that for her sake. So honestly, I think I had more about it when I was watching it here at home with my cell phone scrolling Instagram because there wasn't someone beside me telling me everything that was happening, what was happening. Anyways, what do we got? So we're gonna use this for sure, and then we need to get this here is good, and then probably this. So usually, like when I'm getting close to the end of my makeup, I start to gather like what's left to be done to make me realize there is an end to this. I'm not going to be completely just doing this for the rest of my flippin' life. I'm going to do that dark though, but not yet. I'm going to do the black eyeliner first. Should I do the black liner first? I'm going to do the black liner first and then do the darker eyeshadow. And if I need to reapply the black eyeliner again, I will. I'll definitely wing last you. Oh, I haven't curled my lashes yet. I should probably wait though, and I might even add some more mascara because sometimes when you put eyeshadow on, the powder gets on your lashes and then it just kind of washes them out and you can't see them anymore. So order of operations is not entirely important, but you know, you gotta keep some major things in mind. Okay, here we go. What am I? Oh, my eyebrows too now. Where is it? It's such a fat tube. I never expect this tiny little thing, but like it looks, it feels to me larger than it should. Am I crazy? I am. I shouldn't ask questions. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Put that away. Here we go. I need to sharpen it. I do have a sharpener, but this looks quite sharp. It's very creamy, so I have to be very careful because it melts right into my skin. Always take a second to look at the whole picture before you move on, especially in key, very dramatic parts, like when you're putting in intense black all of a sudden. Maybe just take a step back and make sure you're on the right track before you paint your entire face with it, because it's harder to go back a step when you're using black. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't really have the space to have such a big inventory, you know. Ooh, that's so much more dramatic. I love that. This is just blue. I have no idea what the heck it's called on this one, but I want to say it's like a denim blue, but it's a little bit more pure blue than that. This is not going to be even at all because I'm literally legally blind in this right eye that I'm trying to see through right now in order to do this, so I won't be able to see what it looks like till I open both eyes, and then it takes me a while to like readjust my vision because when you rub a brush on it so long. I think that's pretty. Simple. It's a smoky eye for you. Kind of alerts to the fact that there's freaking blue. I have no idea how to do it. I don't know what they do, okay? One of these days I'll figure it out and then I will be able to sleep. Okay. What do I got? Eyebrows, glitter, and then reapply mascara. So, eyebrows. It's kind of like a little baby mascara for your eyebrows. I usually just go with my natural arch. I don't get really fancy with the shaping or anything. That. Sparkles. Maybe. Oh, my nose is starting to drip. I hate that. Oh my god, it doesn't even make sense. It's like, it just gets wet. Like right, like why? Why? And my fingers better not be black. Trying to put white sparkle makeup on and then my fingertips are black. Wash your hands multiple times while you're doing your makeup. If it really means a lot to you when you're working with a bunch of different colors, because you will save yourself some time. This kind of looks like Ursula from The Little Mermaid makeup. I always thought like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain it. Oh my god. When they show Little Mermaid and her boyfriend or whatever, Eric, is getting married to the bad Ariel, which is Ursula, like transfigured into Ariel, but like dark. I'm like, that's kind of my look. And is that, I think of it as a bad thing too. I'm like, I don't think that's a good thing to have like my final look come out always looking like the evil Disney character on Ariel, Little Mermaid. The first time I saw Little Mermaid, I cried. And I watched it way too late. It was on VHS at my dad's friend's house. and like, uncle, whatever. And yeah, I cried so much. I was so, and it was, guess when they took her voice, like for some reason, I was like, that is tear jerking worthy. That's worthy of a cry. I can't wrap my head around it at all. I literally can't. Okay. So, still working on things. I'm like calculating what needs to be done. Glitter. Okay. Oh, because I was gonna get a brush to do this. Whoops. Well, I use my finger. La la la. It's gonna be overkill because of the thing where vampires apparently have glitter for their skin. Oops. Say like for those girls that run marathons, 26.2 miles. They say glitter makes you run faster. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of believe it. All right, I'm gonna even do it on my forehead. I literally like never do this, you guys. I never do this. Oh my god. It just draws to the fact that my freaking vampire contour is shit. It's crap. It's so bad. It's bad. Okay, here we go. Okay, almost done. I'm just gonna do, what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna curl my lashes first, and then I'm gonna reapply some mascara. So as close to the base of your lashes as you can, and then squeeze. They almost went invisible. Instead of seeing them more, you see them less. Just because I think my eyeshadow is so dark, you know. I pretty much always choose real lashes over fake lashes, so I doubt I'm going to use fake lashes on Halloween because the way the plastic reflects light. Okay, so maybe if they have, if they weren't like the cheaper versions, if they were more expensive, nice ones, I mean, they're MAC, I guess. MAC. They're free MAC, so I don't even know if it's real MAC. It might not even be real MAC cosmetics. But they look so plastic, so they're going to have like a glare and almost be less intense than I want instead of more intensive. Like all that length and volume, it's just going to look so fake. You know what it'll look like? One of those little hand brooms things that you get at the Dollar Tree. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Alright. And then setting spray. Why not? This is not the lid that came with it, by the way. It came with like a big one that goes over the whole thing. This is just from something else that happens to fit, and I don't know where the other one is. So. Yeah, so we're still working on this thing here. We're still working on them. I do have teeth, though. I do have teeth. Hold on. Still working on it. I don't know. So that's where I'm at right now. I do have like the outfit and everything, but really, I want to like, that's done. You know, I bought that. It was like pre-made, set up, whatever. So now I'm just trying to work on the artistic side. What is this? This is depressing. That's what it is. It's like Nicole's demise is contour. I want the world to know that. healed up. And I will see you again. I'm not sure when, but I'm definitely still working on this. I'm going to try to keep everyone posted. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Bye.